As for Bigtimebomba, I imagine they want to ban out the junglers for stuff, or maybe what they're gonna do is they're gonna double down and ban out the sub Kazuto on the top lane. They identify the weakness, and maybe if they ban out all his strong champs, they'll be happy with it. Very interesting Briar ban starting off here. Celestial Knight's Briar gets banned. How tragic. We see Bart here being banned here from Fabianski. We see the Zoe as predicted. Milio is available for Fabianski as well, for Fabi and Berserk support. So let's see if Bigtimebomba ban it out. They can also ban out the Malphite. I think it's a very good ban, as Berserk played both jungle and top lane. Let's see here, next ban from Berserk, last ban. Could be the Kiana, could be... Not sure actually, what would you ban here? Maybe Nafiri? No, you ban Yumi, really? Okay. Well, to be fair, Dusty McCrusty does play it. Yes, we see Kazuto commenting that he cannot play Garen Malphite being banned. I think that's very funny. Alright, so let's see. First pick here going to be the Caitlyn Ches, the Bigtimebomba AD carry. New to the scene, wanted to find a team at the same time. Bigtimebomba was looking for an AD carry. I'm glad this pairing could work out. I heard they're having some good games together. So let's see here. He's gonna be up against one of Malta's finest AD carries, Ventus, and he's on a signature pick, the Jhin. Jhin Karma for Berserk. Very strong bot lane. What would you go here? I would assume Bigtimebomba won the Nami here maybe, right? Getting that heal in. Even Soraka would be really nice here against the Jhin Karma. Let's see, I'm curious if they pick up on that. And they could go for like a strong jungler champion. You know, Stav wants the Talia, wants the Kindred. I'm not the biggest fan here of Morgana. You kind of want sustain against Jhin Karma. They will slowly poke you down, but Morgana, Caitlyn can work definitely. Landing one Morgana binding allows Caitlyn to dish out a lot of damage. And it seems like Bigtimebomba will save the jungle pick for later, going with the blind Cassante in top lane. Let's see. Yep, I cut my hair. Thank you, Asakana, for the compliments. Storm, not a fan of the Jhin, huh? Yeah. Well, Ventus, I think Jhin fits his style very much. If not Jhin, he's playing the Lucian, right? He really likes that sort of in and out play style. Dish a ton of damage, recalibrate. Not really on for that APM perhaps. We don't really see him on like the Jinx, Zeri, Yunara type champions often, right? So let's see. Next bans up here, we see the Galio ban here from Berserk. It is played in the mid lane, although maybe apart from Cassante, I don't really see the best Galio angle, but it does give them some front line, I guess. Let's see, Yasuo banned here for Anselm as well. I hope they don't forget about the Mel. There's the Nafiri ban, as mentioned earlier in the draft, Celestial Knight's Nafiri. I mean, he's very proficient on the champ, and the champion's just very good against champions like Jhin and Karma. Can go the Serpent's Fang to delete some of the shields as well. So let's see here, next pick, what will it be? We picked Sion as well. We didn't really comment on this from Berserk. Sion, Cassante, definitely Cassante favored if played correctly. But Sion, I mean, he can play the neutral game very well. We're seeing Gwen picked up here, most likely Gwen jungle. New pick for stuff. We've not really seen him pull it out that often. It got nerfed a few patches ago. Not really been seeing that much popularity. But if this champion is allowed to farm, can definitely do a lot of things. And I really like the Echo pick here from Celestial Knight. I think the Echo... Wait. I'm so confused. It is Echo jungle, right? But is it Cassante mid or is it Vayne mid? We'll see. Okay, we'll get to it. But yeah, I like Echo because Echo is very like farm hungry, right? And kind of does similar job to Nafiri in that he has backline access. Maybe a bit better jungle control as well. And a bit better ganks than Gwen. So I think Echo going the scaling route makes sense here, especially knowing they wanted potentially the Vayne mid. I assume this is Vayne mid, right? So if they wanted Vayne mid, they want some AP damage coming out, and I think Echo is a great choice here. Gwen can also scale really well. So watch out for the Gwen jungle. If left alone, if can find the right fights, can get that double kill and sort of get to that 3 item spike, she can pretty much clean up the entire Bigtimebomba team here. Everyone except Vayne is a bit tricky, but given that Gwen has the W, it will not allow Vayne to get autos from range, right? You need to go in very short range and potentially get one shot as well. So yeah, I like the Gwen pickup as well from Berserk. All eyes on Celestial Knight as well to sort of be able to find those picks. Yeah, so as they're going in, let's talk a bit about these individual matchups and pair up everything. So K'Sante Sion in the top lane. K'Sante should win this. Has a lot more early game DPS and can also dodge the decimating smash, the Q from Sion. With his E shield as well, has good scaling and has good pushing power as well. So K'Sante really strong in that regard. It's not unplayable for Sion. Definitely can play neutral and just play to sort of keep the wave in control. So look out for that as well. K'Sante, very technical champion to make it work. So Hawkman Poggers needs to be at his 110% today. Moving on to jungle, Echo Gwen. Both junglers want to farm, but Echo has better ganks earlier on, more agency, and but Gwen scales a lot better, perhaps into the late game, I would say. Not to say Echo is not a good scaler though. So yeah, kind of similar junglers here, just maybe I expect Celestial Knight to drop some ganks early. If the Echo ganks go badly and he is not farming well enough, he will fall behind to the point of uselessness potentially in this game. Because realistically he has no targets to assassinate if he's not that far ahead, right? Mel can kind of snare you when you get on her. Gwen will just chop you up, you can't go toe to toe with her. Sion, you can kind of maneuver around, but it's gonna take you forever. Karma, shield you, snare you, walks away. And Jhin, kind of similar presence, and I imagine Jhin will always have Karma, right, with that big shield. So yeah, Echo might not be too effective, but he does make sense in the one-on-one matchup here, especially knowing they have this Vayne mid, which is an AD carry, right? Now Vayne against Mel, I imagine is Vayne favored, as more DPS than what Mel has to offer. So yeah, but Mel has the push, and if... okay, maybe I've been talking for 20 minutes for nothing. It's Vayne jungle. Okay. So, yeah. I don't know what to say, man. It's Vayne jungle. Oh my gosh. Okay, I have no clue what to say then. No idea. But we let the games begin, I guess. Let me put on the sound for you guys. I know you like to hear it. There we go. Alright. So, Echo against Mel, I think is Mel favored. Echo is melee range, Mel can abuse that, can also snare the Echo on entry, right? But when Echo starts getting ahead, he can definitely dish out a good chunk of damage if Mel has no W. We see a classic bot lane 1v1 fight here. It seems like Bigtimebomba's coming ahead. And now minions are... Oh! Ches has that headshot, but that chooses not to use it yet. Similar to Ventus, holding that 4th shot would have been a big chunk of damage. Now Vayne against Gwen, I mean... I would assume Gwen jungle is just gonna be better here, right? But I don't know if Vayne clears fast or what's the idea here. Of course Vayne, we all know, scales really well. So if left unbothered, of course, will be a strong champion. Oh, a nice Q from Dusty McCrusty lands on Fabianski. Ventus is there though to trade in some damage, and it seems like the trade is neutralized. Heal used here on both supports. So let's see. Seems like an action-packed bot lane here. I doubt Vayne jungle will have much agency or gank potential unless someone is really pushed up far. But I'm very interested. I said that Celestial Knight has these like tactitional picks, right? So let's see. He's if there's someone that I would trust to pilot a bit more of a different pick, it would be him. Interesting, Mango Juice going for the Electrocute Echo setup rather than Hail of Blades here. Not looking for those short trades. looking for those big burst damage moments. Now in the bot lane, we didn't talk about it in draft, but I would assume that Jin Karma has the better angle right here. They have better push, they have better poke. I would have really liked to see a sustained matchup here from Chaz and Dusty Krusty. But they're going for comfort, they're going for sort of an equal understanding. It's just Jin Karma does this comp a bit better. Karma shields are maybe better than the Morgana shields in this case, right? So we'll look forward to that. Of course, Morgana has the better level 6 angle, but not if she gets one shot. So we'll have to wait and see how this plays out. If they can play at range, Bigtimebomba do win the range matchup, landing a long range Morgana Q into Caitlyn traps, net, etc. We're being told by Lemon he knew it was Vayne jungle, and it's played a bit by Ictsa from Carmine comp. Okay, so let's see how it works out. We're seeing the Vayne gank here, the ghost is popped. Meanwhile, Ansem in the mid lane trades excellently. They're using Mel W to reflect the Echo Q. Doesn't seem like much happens from the bot side gank here from the Vayne. The ghost is popped, and both Berserk members still have their flashes. And as a result, we see Stav taking double scuttle here on Celestial Knight. That Gwen will continue farming. Might be a bit of a mistake here. We see Stav going deep, dropping a ward and starting the enemy Gromp. This could potentially allow Celestial Knight to arrive in time and trade into Stav. We'll have to wait and see. Stav is a Kindred player by default. He would understand when it's a good time to invade and when not. And we see he does manage to successfully smite away the Gromp. So he's now up a Scuttle Crab and a level 2 Gromp. Stav gonna be scaling nicely here. And this is just the problem of playing this Vayne jungle. I mean, his jungle just got stolen and he can't really counter jungle, can he? The clear speed is slow and you're gonna be scared to go that deep into enemy territory. So let's hope by the mid game this Vayne scales to be a bit better. We're seeing the new item here by the Cassante. Doran's Helm, guys. Doran's Helm. Health, armor, magic resist, and it even gives you some bonus damage to minions. Very nice, huh? Mid lane AD and AD carry seem to still be preferring that Doran's Ring and Doran's Blade. I wonder what buffs need to happen to bring the Doran's like curve bow into it. And will we see the Omnivamp boots? Will anyone buy that? Is the Vayne jungle like a static shift tech? Because static shift got changed, maybe that's the idea behind it. I'm just trying to understand, guys. I'm but a simple caster. Alright, I can't wait for these games to explode a bit. Of course, the earlier jungle presence from Gwen means he's first on Dragon. Although might be... Well, he's trading his tempo, right? Because he has 2 camps up, but he identifies a potential moment he can get Dragon here. His bot lane are able to rotate and help. In the mid lane we have some trouble here. Mango Juice uses that Echo ult to rewind the Mel damage and does not go down this time. Meanwhile in the top lane, Hawkman Poggers has security over his lane. As we see the Cassante matchup is favoring him into the Scion. So yeah, we have like a winning bot and winning mid here for Berserk, but a losing top. The CS disparity as well here. 12 CS for Ventus. He's up 2 waves at the moment. It's not a small amount, guys. Anselm still has flash and is posturing for it. Mangaju's better be careful, she's an auto away. Potentially going down here, and Stav still using his time in the bot side jungle here. He's not clearing his camps, but he's instead looking to potentially dive the bot lane here. Fabianski lands the snare, he's playing very aggressive. There's the Jin W, but it gets Morgana shielded. And Stav comes in, he has the ult, he pops it. And there's the third application. The first blood lands by Ventus. A successful gank here by Berserk. Ventus getting that 4th shot, dropping Dusty McCrusty. Took 7 minutes, but we got there. We got our first blood. Let's see here. The Chaz potentially under fire here. Keep in mind, Ventus has that Jin out. Oh, the Sionaut gets cancelled. Here comes the Vayne gank. Cassandra keeps Kazuto in place and Celestial Knights pelleting away. And there's the kill for Bigtimebomba. We might have a match on our hands, guys. The Vayne jungle. The ender of tanks. The finisher of Scions. Despite the earlier pressure, Celestial Knight only down one camp at the moment. Alright, we're seeing him recall for the Phage, so it's not gonna be Static Shiv, but it's rather going to be the Experimental Hexplate. It's a best of 3, Danico. Fearless draft. Let's see, we're seeing some action here on this side as Dusty McCrusty and Hawkman Poggers rotate towards the grubs. Bigtimebomba really want to play for this. We see Mango Juice dashing the wall, picking up some of the fruits here, healing up the damage that Ansem is pelleting away. Both AD carries left alone in the bot side. Caitlyn has the range advantage, but does not have the CS advantage. And we see a nice play here on the grubs. Bigtimebomba should be able to secure this. Let's see, Hawkman Pogger is leading the charge. He goes in onto stuff, finds a lot of damage. He dashes in with the Cassante ultimate, he resets the W, and down goes stuff, the jungler goes down. Dusty McCrusty finishes that off. Hawkman Poggers really has the grasp over this game. He's definitely giving the space for Bigtimebomba to play. And that should be Void Grubs secured. Oh, the Mel reflects the binding, but the Morgana shield deflects it back. Manga Juice in a bit of trouble here, uses that replay to heal up and get out of danger. Bigtimebomba have trouble in the mid lane here. I mean, it's a 40 CS lead here for Ansem. Well, 36 if you're really counting, but they're still holding on. Mango Juice is yet to fall. Ooh, there's the ult usage. Does not have the Echo ult this time. Mango Juice having a hard time on the Echo matchup here. I mean, it's predicted. He's a melee character into the Mel. Does scale a bit better, but 0-7 to you, Mango Juice. Would have been maybe better with the Hail of Blades tech. You can't really reflect that as Mel, right? You just jump on her, auto attack and run away. But we'll see. First item completed for Ventus here. He's going for the thingamajigger. Hex Optics, yeah, I know. So yeah, and Caitlyn recalls for her own. Fair enough. Dusty McCrusty in a bit of danger here. We see Staff posturing for the dive. Let's see, Morgana shield going out. Will deny the root. The Morgana binding does not land. This could be a botched dive here as Dusty McCrusty manages to take down Staff. And I mean, it's a successful dive in the sense they did manage to take down their target, but if you consider their win conditions, I think it would be best for Gwen to clear her camps first before doing this type of play. Alright, Mango Juice bringing the heat down to Anson. Oi, dodges into the snare! And Anson finishes that off with another Q of his own. Ventus has the time to walk up there and snare, catching Mango Juice off guard. Now, despite Hawkman Poggers being so ahead on the Cassante, he's just dealing negative damage to the Scion. Oh, but he's getting there, you know? Just the DPS of this champion is just absolutely absurd on a tank. That Infernal Dragon is really big to take, and Bigtimebomba are not in a position to challenge this. Dusty McCrusty should take her losses and just move on. Some love for Ventus in the chat. Yes, he did indeed won against Hansama in his last ranked game. Shout out to Ventus the GOAT. So yeah, he's feeling pumped. Let's see. Slowly this game is falling out of place. We have 3k lead currently for Berserk. Despite an earlier fight at Grubs. They are bleeding a lot. Everyone's kind of losing on CS. That's 60 CS in mid lane. 30 CS in the bot lane for the AD carries. And despite Kasante's reign here in the top side, he's down 10 CS as well. So that's really where we're bleeding. We also have 3 camps up here for the Gwen in the jungle role. Storm Coach reminding us that the times Ventus beat Hansama without him are negative. Which is true. Oh, once I'm dishing out the damage at the moment, but here comes Celestial Knight on the Vayne. The ghost is popped. And auto is missed. But there it is, the shutdown. Celestial Knight bringing the heat with this Vayne jungle. And now he's posturing for the top side. Meanwhile, his bot lane is getting blasted here. Ches and Dustin McCruster are make something happen. Manga Juice in a bit of danger here. Stav shows up to say hello. But will back off accordingly, not falling to the Gwen. Alright, there's the Caitlyn out used. The trap landed as well after the binding. That's a lot of damage from Ches. Forces Ventus to flash out, but here comes Stav and he's using the Fog of War to his advantage. He will manage to dodge the aim there. Here comes the curtain call from Ventus. The Jhin out goes wide, not landing a single shot. The direct cam shows us top lane, but bot lane should have Stav showing up here. Here he comes. The root landed. There's a Morgana ult landed as well. It won't get the stun, but the snare will hit. And here comes Celestial. Can we look at bot lane? Thank you. Celestial Knight lands the stun, the condemn onto Stav, and Chaz picks up the kill onto Stav. A successful counter gank here. 1-for-1 traded, but it's support for jungler. We'll take it any day of the week. Bigtimebomba. Oi, oi, oi. No, Manga Juice. What's going on in the mid lane? Anselm have complete domination over this. But top lane. Hawkman Poggers gets the solo bolo onto Kazuto. Oi, oi, oi. We got a match, guys. Oh, there's the condemn used. Not landing on the wall. Celestial Knight has to be careful. Dodges the Mel Q, but the auto is just enough. Mal's passive is broken. Finishes off Celestial Knight here. Needs to learn to recall after a successful play. Can't really stay on the map for that long, dude. But, yeah, I mean, it's surprising with this Vayne jungle. Seems like Ginsu's Rage Blade will be the next item of choice. We see posturing here from Berserk around the Herald, and so is Dusty McCrusty rotating up, dropping the ward. Getting that necessary vision for Bigtimebomba. Ventus gets the shove here into bot side as well. And he just might recall and go to Herald. Let's see what the options are. We see Ansem teleporting in here. And is he looking to gank the mid lane? Well, some action here. Fabianski could have gotten caught out. Is that gonna be the stun landing? No, he flashes out just in time. But now they're all lined up for a big Gwen ult, and oh, I had to look away, guys. The Mel Gwen combination, they're just lining up Bigtimebomba. They totally fell for it. Ay, 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 that Gwen R3 dealing so much damage. The Q on top, and then comes the Mel. Ouch, yeah, that hurts. It's just small moments like this, you know, small moments in calibrating your play that make such a big difference. They were first on the play, they caught out the support, they forced his flash. But in the end, the over positioning there against the Gwen Mel just takes out Bigtimebomba. It gives space for a play onto the Ches. Ches falls down here, the Caitlyn goes down for another kill, and it gives space for the third dragon of the game to go to Berserk. So a big power play there from what could have been a really good play for Bigtimebomba, picking up the support. But it's not over yet, we're still fighting for it, and there's the smite steal from Celestial Knight! Dragon's soul point will not be yours, Berserk. As the Vayne tumbles over, picks up the dragon. Celestial Knight knew there was the Mel, but walked through that angle anyways. Guys, you're doing such good plays, but then you're acting against your greater judgment. And Anselm positioning excellently, dishing out just enough damage to walk away. There's the root landed from Ventus. I don't want to watch this, guys. Boom. Ventus picks up the kill. Just goes to show, guys, the difference is such a small amount, but that small amount in a game like League of Legends makes a whole world, especially knowing what to do after he picked up the advantage. We see Anselm here shamelessly pushing mid, knows no one can threaten him. Dishes out the damage he needs, takes the recoil. And now, guys, we are at that 8k difference for Berserk. It's not only kills, guys, it's the CS as well. Anselm has 100 CS on his laner, 25 in jungle, 150, just 5 CS for top lane, and 40 CS in the bot lane, and that's all Berserk, guys. Berserk has CS advantage on every lane. And now, of course, the kills coming through. 8 kills for Anselm, 4 kills for Ventus. Very, very tough situation to be in. We see the Omnivamp boots here for the Vayne. Celestial Knight opting to pick those up. And we are trading bot lane turret for the Herald. Mango Juice knows best here to... Hawkman Poggers knows best to walk back while the entirety of Berserk are doing the Herald. Very interesting choice here. We also see the Cassante opting for the Omnivamp boots. Anyone in chat knows if these boots are broken or something, but I like Bigtimebomba, you know, they're ahead of the curve, they think about things outside the box. It's just some execution, some discipline in their macro would change things up for them for sure. So here we go, we find Kazuto. Oh, a nice flash from Hawkman Poggers, denies the Sion ult. But here comes Ventus. They're gonna take a sweet time to take down Kazuto, and Celestial Knight's taking a lot of damage in the meantime. The Vayne ult runs away. Oh no! Ah, the 4th shot gets him. Celestial Knight drops, Ventus gets the kill. Kazuto's still alive and Anselm is here. Hawkman Poggers ults Anselm. Dusty McCrusty gets that Morgana ult. We see Mango Juice dropping Kazuto. Mango Juice on the side, can they get Fabianski? Yes they do. We see a shutdown there for the mid laner. Stav is here for the cleanup though. We see him get 2 on the side. Ventus is still alive. Anselm is still alive. But Stav is falling low. Can they get a kill? No! Double kill for Anselm. And the 4-for-1 exchange, 4-for-2 exchange. Can they make it 5? Ventus is trying to snipe. And he does get it. Dusty McCrusty does fall in the end. Yo, yo, yo. Where did our champions go, huh? Berserk absolutely dominating. It's just you know, they tried going for Kazuto, but they're not expecting the rest of Berserk to be there, and you should be expecting it. I mean, Baron is probably the next objective, right? So you just need to make that play with the expectation that the rest of Berserk are there. Maybe hold the Vayne ult for when Jhin arrives and then just go to town on the Jhin, right? Anselm with the 3 with the 3 items when his opponent is just 1.5 item. That's rough, man. So this is Dragon attempt number 3 here for Berserk. Can Celestial Knight get the Smite Steal again? They're gonna play towards it. The Vision Ward is dropped, the Vision is down. We see Hogman Poggers finds the engage onto Anselm. Pops the Zhonya's, the Semicrustic gets a big ult off. Can they get the stun? Shut down. Chess picks up Anselm. And now Manga Juice is on Ventus. But a bit too deep. Hawkman Pogger is still in the midst of it. The damage from Gwen is just scaling up and up. Yeah, this game is a bit over, guys. Over. It's a bit over. Although they found Anselm, Ventus and staff have just scaled to beyond belief. Yeah, so the Jhin, Gwen just pretty much cleaning up shop there. Sion CC, Karma CC, all of the above. Maybe a bit of a scattered fight for Bigtimebomba as well. They kind of lost their vision after taking down Anselm, I would say. They had to take him out, reposition, and readdress the fight from scratch, right? A bit of maybe advanced team fighting there. It does lead to a Baron though for Berserk. Celestial Knight is posturing, but it looks like he's going for blue buff first. And the Baron will be secured here. So stuff. Could be in some danger, but he has Anselm behind him. Gwen ult used. I swear these junglers just never know when to recall, do they? Oi oi oi. See Zhonya's Hourglass here, built on staff as well, wants to stay defensive. They have a lot of damage already. And he just feels the security that Zhonya's gives him. They can wait out the Vayne ult, wait out the Cassante ult, wait out the Morgana stun as well. So a lot of things to do with the Zhonya's. Smite stolen away there. So yeah, we're at that 11k mark, guys. Most games are doomed at 10k. If Bigtimebomba managed to find their way out of this, they will definitely have performed a miracle in my eyes. Hawkman Pogger still wants something, a big stun from Mango Juice. Gets 2, there's a nice Q3 from Cassante, gets 3. If this isn't the winning fight, I don't know what is. The mel damage is crazy! Double kill for Anselm. Ay, 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 they just got wallet diff there, guys. That was a great fight for Bigtimebomba. Great abilities landed, but what does it matter when you're so far behind? They need to fix their earlier problems to win this game. Well played though, well played. Berserk coming back from some sassy plays, but in the end winning the game. And well done as well to Bigtimebomba. I think they played pretty well to their own regard as well. GG.